everybody, and welcome back to the HabWrap. I am your host, Carey Price. You are listening to the friendliest and funniest source for anything and everything Montreal Canadiens. Game 7 of the first round between the Canadiens and the Lightning. It ended about 25 minutes ago from when I'm starting this recording, and holy shit, the stress hasn't gone despite the game being done, and I am still on cloud 9. The Montreal Canadiens are going to the second round to face the Buffalo Sabres. That is right. Unfortunately, not Montreal-Boston, which would be fantastic. Montreal and Buffalo in the second round of the 2026 NHL playoffs. My goodness, the Canadiens came out and laid an egg on the ice and still destroyed the Tampa Bay Lightning's hopes and dreams. Completely shut that cup window. Good night, Hagel. Bye-bye, Kucherov. Shut the fuck up, Cooper. The Montreal Canadiens slapped the Lightning around and humiliated them on home ice. A game that the Canadiens had no business being in. A game that had no business being as close as it was. And the Montreal Canadiens come out of this game going to the second round. Let's get into the lines and the game notes and all of that. We're going to take you through the crazy ass roller coaster that this game ended up being. So the opening lines for the Montreal Canadiens were Caulfield, Suzuki, Slafkovsky, Gallagher, Newhook, Demidov, Bolduc, Doc, Texier, and Evans, Deneau, Anderson. The lines would not stick. There were, I believe, 23 different line combinations used by Coach Marty. Just insane. On the blue line, Matheson, Carrier, Gooley, Hudson, and Struble, Dobson. So, of course, the lines stay the same. Wait, no they don't. That's right. Noah Dobson is back for the Canadiens. He missed the first 6 games of the playoffs. He is back for the most important game. Game number 7, he slots in. Unfortunately, it is Arbor Jacki out for him, but when you can bring in a defenseman like Dobson, you gotta make that sacrifice. Jakub Dobes continues to get the start in net for the Habs, obviously, and Jacob Fowler continues to back him up. The opening lines for the Lightning, who gives a shit about that? No, we will keep consistency. We will give you them. Hagel, Cirelli, Kucherov, gets to a point, Perry, Gergensen, Gown, Paul, and Bjorkstrand, James Goodcolvis, Moser, Radish, McDonough, Chernak, and Dastow, Lilleberg. Andre Beachball Vasilevskiy gets the start in net for the Lightning, and Jonas Johansson continues to warm the bench. He might have done a better job in net tonight, and I am dead ass. First period, here we go. Game 7 time. The stress levels are high. The Lightning fans, as usual, quiet as all hell. Matheson ices a puck 20 seconds in. Kucherov has a good sharp angle shot, but Dobes makes the save. Get used to hearing that phrase a lot. Back the other way, the Habs do cycle. There's a Gooley shot held. Mosier pushes Doc after a poke at Vasi. Trying to act tough is JJ Mosier. The Lightning push. Dobes with a good save on Goncalves. Hudson has a shot that hits a man. There's a near 3-on-2 rush for Tampa, but there's a good stick that sends the pass out of play. By the way, in case you guys can't tell, my voice is a little scratchy. I have been yelling a lot since the end of the game. And, Canadiens, like I said, they're on to the second round. I think I deserved it very much. And, so Anderson off a turnover finds Caulfield, but the shot is blocked by Mosier. Hagel tries to taunt to have at the benches. That doesn't work. What a prick. Hagel had apparently done that a few times. They showed a little highlight reel. He did it 3 times. It worked 0 times. So, bye-bye, Hagel. Go fuck yourself, buddy. Struble with some nice D to stop a break pass to Hagel. Chernak grabs Gallagher's jersey. Both guys jawed each other, but nothing comes of it. Lightning press. Good sticks in there to stop a Hagel look. Matheson hits Radish right at the side of the net. That almost broke the tie. Matheson shot hits Radish, I should say. Lightning ice a puck. Slavkovsky ends up hitting the crossbar. There's a look in the slot. That gets saved by Vasilevskiy with the blocker. Perry kind of sucker punches Slav afterwards. Of course, there's no call. The Lightning ice one halfway through the period. Lightning then get to pushing. Dobes with a good pair of saves as the James line gets momentum. That James line was Tampa's best, and that's not a slight. Well, I mean, it kind of is a slight to Cirelli and Point because those lines did jack shit tonight. The Dominic James line was not just the energy line. They were the offensive line tonight. No clue. Oh, by the way, Coward's not putting the G line, but also not putting the P line out there. Yeah, you know that by now. I had to get that out at some point. The Habs do ice a puck after some pressure. Bolduc had a rush backhander that goes wide. Slav looking very solid in the first period. He had a pretty good game, I thought. Unfortunately, spoiler alert, does not get rewarded with any points. Does come close in the third, and we will talk about that, obviously. There's a long battle along the boards. Habs don't ice one, but Tampa does with 6 minutes left. There's a Dobson shot deflected out of play. There's a 2-on-1 off a turnover. Bjorkstrand finds Gonsalves, who goes 1-on-1. Dobes sticks with him the whole way. Great save by Jakub Dobes. Get used to hearing that as well for the rest of the night. There's another 2-on-1. Hudson with some good hustle to get back. Paul has a shot that's saved. Dobes' mask comes loose. Off of a puck battle, Newhook has a shot that gets saved. The rebound is also sent wide. Damn it. Matheson then, I believe it was, ices a puck with 2:19, but the Habs do control in the zone off of the draw. They push. There's some pressure, and we score with 1:21 left. Nick Suzuki gets one off of Mosier and in. The initial shot from Gooley. Suzuki tips it. It deflects off Mosier and into the net. That's right. Nick Suzuki, his first of the playoffs, he scores. Again, just 1:21 left. He scores from Gooley and Anderson. The Habs with some more dump and chase. Nothing in terms of pressure in the final minute for either team. Shots, 9-4 for the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Canadiens take a 1-0 lead after the first period. In the second period, Suzuki has a nice hit on Bjorkstrand. Nick Bjorkstrand is not playing in this series. I don't even think he's on a team in the playoffs. No clue. The Lightning press. Bjorkstrand has two very good looks, but Dobes stands tall. Kucherov has a shot, but that's squeezed by Dobes. Lightning pressure big time. They were hungry for the tie early. Kucherov has a shot saved, and the Habs go to a penalty kill 3 minutes in. Mike Matheson is called for interference because why wouldn't he be? That's what he does best, is ruin any potential momentum the Canadiens could get, or otherwise make it worse for the Canadiens. Just a dumb penalty to take in a Game 7 situation. Dobes makes a good save on Radish off of a cycle. Dobes has a glove on a Hagel shot, Habs do clear off a draw. Evans with some shorthanded pressure. Newhook goes 1-on-1 and a penalty. Habs are 1-for-1 on the penalty kill. Point gets called too for holding with 11 seconds left in the penalty. One of those legitimately good penalties to take because if he doesn't hold up Newhook, he's basically all alone on Andrei Vasilevskiy. So, very rare smart penalty to take. You do not see actual smart penalties very often in the league. Hudson, nice calm defense as Cirelli comes in, trying to find a shorthanded rush. Hudson, very, very good defensively tonight. At least I thought so. The Lightning clear 3 times. Habs can't get in the zone. Just a pathetic power play. Habs are 0-for-1 on the night. Dobes holds a wrist shot, which, by the way, the shot's 8-0 for Tampa, 8 minutes in. By God. 45-second puck battle to the left of Vasilevskiy. Eventually gets blown down after it doesn't get moved for a little bit. The Habs still without a shot at the half. Mosier fires one wide as he joins a play. Habs ice a puck with 9:42 left. And again with 9:11 left. Lightning do press. McDonough loses a puck. The Habs just can't get out of the zone. Matheson then ices one with 8:31. Jesus Christ. Habs win the draw. Mosier has to take the puck out on a delayed offside. Hagel then hooks Matheson, and there's no call because why would there be? And then the Canadiens go to the penalty kill after the Canadiens nearly get a rush going. Gouli gets called for hooking. I believe it is Yanni Gourde, I believe. The ref looking at it doesn't call it. It's the ref at the other blue line that does. Perfect. And naturally the Lightning score. It's a Desto shot tipped by who else? Dominic James. Very impressive game for Dominic James. Very impressive series for Dominic James. It felt like I mentioned him like 8 times in every game, despite him getting fourth line minutes. Don't be surprised when that guy's the second line forward in like 4 years. He is pretty impressive in my opinion. The Habs can't clear it. The Lightning cycle it for about a minute, I believe. And Perry in front doesn't get cleared by Matheson, which means Dobes has no chance to make the save. Habs are 1 for 2 on the penalty kill tonight. Dobesh's mask comes loose. The refs refuse to blow the play dead because why wouldn't they? The Lightning end up getting a 2-on-1 meanwhile, but Noah Dobson, a beauty of a defensive play to break that up. Even in a period where the Canadiens are getting massively outplayed, they're still doing small little things right, which is still very weird. You would think big things they do right, little things they do wrong that lead to the chances. No, they're just not pressuring. They're just not getting momentum at all. Surprisingly. The Lightning ice a puck with 5:35 left. Yeah, you might be wondering, Harry, sure, you're calling all the Lightning stuff. Where are the Canadiens' chances? I concur. The Lightning ice a puck with 5:35 left. They get back to pressing. And then the Habs get a lucky break. They go to the power play with 4:38 left. Too many men called on Tampa. The biggest PP of the year so far for the Canadiens. Pause. Nope. Habs keep pressing. No shots. Nothing aside from zone time. Yeah. Nothing. Just 2 minutes wasted. Habs are 0 for 2 on the power play. Sorry, I should mention, James scored on the power play from Desto on Goncalves with 6:32 left. I forgot about the assists. My apologies to Dominic James. No disrespect to you. The lone member of the Lightning that I actually like now. Fuck Corey Perry. That's right. He's a bitch. And he fucks players' moms, apparently. Bolduc shoves a man from behind. He's kind of lucky not to get called there. Hudson also ate a high stick on the power play. That went uncalled because why wouldn't it? Lightning have an icing with 2:01 left. The Hudson has a shot deflected out of play by a defenseman. 21 minutes without a shot for the Canadiens. The shots after the second period are 21-4 for the Lightning, and we are still tied at 1 goal apiece after 40 minutes. Do I have any clue how? Nope. Am I going to question it? How we're still tied? Very much so. Am I going to question how Jakub Dobes has suddenly turned into 2010 Yaroslav Halak and 2014 Carey Price all at once? Nope. Not going to question it whatsoever. Because by God, I'm not going to, you don't question the hockey gods. That's quite simply, yeah. Demidov in the third period has a good hit early. Dobson tries to find him in front, but good defense by the Lightning early. There's an offside on Montreal at a minute 30. The Habs are playing a bit of a trap game defensively. They have control, but rely on the dump and chase because that's definitely worked over the past 4 years. We've reached the point of 25 minutes since the last Habs shot. Lightning go offside at 5 minutes on a near 2-on-1. Dobes makes a big save on Goncalves. He holds. The Habs ice a puck at 5:30. The Habs press the other way. And holy shit, Nick Suzuki with a shot on net. 26 minutes, 18 seconds between shots. To quote Moist Critical, woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I'm talking about. That's what it's all about. Woo! Hagel is a shot saved by Dobes the other way. He throws a tantrum by slapping at Dobson's stick. I reiterate, what a prick. Someone, just please finish him. In what way do I mean? All the ways. Preferably all at once. Just imagine going out like that. Jesus Christ. Caulfield flips one on Vasilevskiy. That gets saved. I don't believe it was registered as a shot. The Canadiens were stuck at 6, though. So maybe it did. I'm not sure. Lilleberg shoves Andy into the boards. There's no call. It does start a small scrum, though. Fuck Lilleberg. Hudson then eats an apple from Dominic James. That's no call there. Very surprising. Dobes has a save through traffic. That doesn't about a play, though. Habs with a sudden burst. Caulfield with a couple chances. Anderson looks good. I don't even know who the center on that line was. I think it might have been Evans. Either way, very good all of a sudden chance for the Canadiens. Caulfield, like I said, had a couple looks. Andy gets one. Dobson has a shot, but that hits the man. The Habs look good. And then they score. That is right. Montreal get a goal. So Lane Hudson sends a puck behind the net. Newhook picks it up, banks it off of Vasilevskiy, and it's in the net. The Montreal Canadiens, with 8:56 left in this game, Alex Newhook, with his first of the playoffs, has given Montreal the lead back. That is right. 2 goals on 8 shots. Alex Newhook scores from Hudson and Caden motherfucking Gooley. The Canadiens take the lead. Holy shit. There's a turnover that leads to a Tampa chance. Dobes with a glove save on Bjorkstrand. Why do I keep saying Bukestad? Gensel off a draw has a shot saved and held by Dobes again. Suzuki with speed slaps it. That gets saved by Vasi. Habs ice a puck with 6:01 left. This was getting way too close for comfort. Texier gets hooked on a near break. No call. Complete bullshit. Habs go offside with 5:29 left. Slavkovsky's stick breaks on a near 2-on-1. God damn it. Habs with a good job just killing time. Holding Tampa from getting much pressure. This about 3 minutes left. Dobes holds onto a puck at the side of the net with 2:12 left. And Vasi goes to the bench with the same time remaining. There's a puck battle that stops play with 2:01 left. Evans ices a puck with 1:41 left. Matheson sends it down, and it barely avoids icing. Suzuki ends up hitting the outer post on the next chance. Slavkovsky has a shot blocked in front. Slav gets one down. He's on it. And Hagel with his stick in the way. What the fuck? 1 in a million just having his stick there. And he blocks a Slavkovsky empty netter. 15.3 seconds left. Tampa is called for offside. Tampa takes their timeout. There's a puck sent off Matheson and out of play. And Tampa goes to the power play. Why wouldn't Mike Matheson send a puck out of play? Yep. And Marty does take his timeout, though. So to rest his guys out there, it's 6.3 seconds left. Lightning do win the draw. They get it across the Kucherov. The shot gets blocked. It comes out of the zone. And the Montreal Canadiens make it official. They are going to the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Habs win it in regulation 2-1. The final shots 29-9. The Habs don't even hit double-digit shots, and they get the win. First, second, and third star, Jakub Dobes. No goddamn question about it whatsoever. The Montreal Canadiens pull out one of the biggest upsets in playoff history. They got outshot 12-0 in the second fucking period. And the Montreal Canadiens, after that, said, you know what? Let's just go win the game. Make it easy. Newhook scores. Nick Suzuki gets his first of the playoffs. Newhook too as well. Hudson casually leading the team in points. Just... what a bountiful team this is. The Montreal Canadiens are the team that keep on giving. They have humiliated the Tampa Bay Lightning in 7 games. And the pattern continued. What was it? Game 1, Montreal won. Game 2, Tampa won. Game 3, Montreal. Game 4, Tampa. Game 5, Montreal. Game 6, Tampa. Game 6, Montreal. Every single game in this series, a 1-goal game. The Montreal Canadiens competed with the Tampa Bay Lightning and not only kept pace with them for 6 of the 7 games, but they humiliated them in the biggest game of the series. Brendan Hagel, suck my dick. Braden Point, you were probably injured for most of the series, but where the hell were you? Corey Perry, try starting shit with Lane Hudson again. I dare you. Nikita Kucherov, you can catch these fucking hands up your ass anytime you want. Jake Gensel, you're just a bitch. Victor Hedman, literally invisible because he wasn't playing. Darren Radish, well, you're probably going to get like $10 million from the Maple Leafs in the offseason, so I mean, like, I can't really flex too much on you for that, but like, you're going to the Maple Leafs, so maybe that's a bigger flex than anything I could say. Andre Vasilevskiy, Mr. 778 save percentage. 778 save percentage. Vasilevskiy, just fucking retire now, buddy. This is a guy coming into this game. He's 2-2 in game 7s, allows 1.3 goals against in them, and he finishes the series with an 897 save percentage. What an awful playoffs for Andre Vasilevskiy. All right, let's all seriousness aside, this is about 10 minutes after I recorded that last bit. I since now have a Smirnoff Ice Encore Wild Berry. I've got McDonald's. My parents are home from my dad's gig, so I'm feeling pretty damn good. Let's get into the stats and let's get on out of here. Lane Hudson leads the Canadiens with 2 goals and 4 assists for 6 points. Big Dick Nick Suzuki has a goal and 5 assists for 6 points. Alexander Texier, 2 goals and 2 assists for 4 points. Cole Caulfield and Zach Bolduc each have a goal and 3 assists for 4 points. Caden Gooley has 4 assists. Yuri Slafkovsky's got 3 goals. Kirby Dach and Josh Anderson each with a goal and an assist for 3 points. Alex Newhook with a goal and an assist for 2 points. Brendan Gallagher's got a goal. Alex Carrier, Mike Matheson, Ivan Demidov, Phil Deneau, Jake Evans, and Arbor Jacki all with an assist in this series. Yuri Slafkovsky's got the lone fight for the Montreal Canadiens. And of course, the stop sign himself, Jakub Dobes, has a 4-1-2 record, a 2.03 goals against average, and a 923 save percentage. Absolutely elite Jakub Dobes. That is going to do it for this episode of the HabWrap. Thank you all so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you guys in the second round against Buffalo. Hell yeah, boys. We're going to get it done, hopefully. That, again, does it for yours truly, Harry Rice. Thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you're on YouTube. Hit the follow button if you're on Spotify or Amazon, wherever you might be listening to the podcast on. And as always, please don't forget to share the podcast with anybody who you think might enjoy it, such as a fellow Montreal Canadiens fan, a hockey fan who's maybe looking for a Canadiens podcast, or someone who you think just might enjoy listening to some fat kid talk about the Montreal Canadiens for half an hour after every game. That, again, does it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Harry Rice, and always remember, no matter how good we were like last year, how pretty damn good we are like this year, or how fantastic we'll be in the future, go Habs go, Ale Montreal, and say it with me, everybody, c'est vous. On to round 2.